Hello, hello, hello. I think it's Friday where you are. It might be Friday where I am, but it's not, but because I'm recording this. Anyway, go onto Lulu, have a look at that if you want to. The Grimoire and the Herbal, written by my tender hand, and great. Lulu.com, The Grimoire and the Herbal. Now, today we're doing another story. This particular story is another story of overcoming issues and problems associated with spirituality. Let me tell you about Morgan. Now, though she wouldn't want me using her magical name, she says that the identity died the night everything cracked open. Now, Morgan ran a coven in the Pacific Northwest. We're talking like old school stuff, someone who's done 25 years worth of circle casting, the kind of person who could look at omens and tell you things, has tattoos of all the triple moon goddess and all that stuff all over her, which she'd done herself with a sterilized needle during a particularly important time in her life during an eclipse. Her Instagram wall is "Christians burned us for centuries and never again the burning times." But here's where it gets interesting. She's got a daughter called Sage. 17 years old, brilliant, already reading like all kinds of really cool books. Star Hawken Dworkin, never heard of them, but never mind. Started dating this guy from the local Methodist youth group. Not just any boy, but the pastor's son called Elijah. Oh, Morgan was apoplectic. She performed a full binding ritual with black thread and cemetery dirt, convinced this boy was going to steal her daughter's magic. Posted about it in her witch forums, "Christian parasite infecting my bloodline." She even consulted a local crone about doing kind of like cord cutting between them. Something that would sever the connection down to the bone. This was an angry witch. But, Sage was stubborn. Though, she was 17 years old and thought there's a bit of hypocrisy here. And said, "You taught me that love is sacred," she told her mother, "but you want to curse someone for loving me?" The breaking point came during the winter solstice. Morgan was leading her coven in a Yule ritual. Very serious. Very serious. We're talking hours of preparation, sacred geometry drawn in salt, candles aligned with constellation patterns. Sage was supposed to invoke the crone aspect, but she didn't show. First time in 5 years she'd missed the circle. Morgan felt it immediately. The circle was lopsided, like trying to balance on a broken ankle. The energy kept snagging and something sharp was going on. And after they closed the circle, she drove straight to the Methodist church, fury boiling in her chest, ready to drag her daughter home by the hair if necessary. She found them in the fellowship hall, Sage and Elijah, surrounded by maybe 15 teenagers, all painting these ugly ceramic bowls. No magical symbolism, just bowls for the homeless shelter. Sage had clay smeared all across her cheek like war paint, and Elijah was laughing at something that she said, the kind of laugh that makes everyone else laugh too, even if they missed the joke. Morgan, the witch, stood in the doorway with her winter coat still dripping with snow. All her prepared speeches about cultural appropriation and spiritual violence dying in her throat. Because here's what she saw. Her daughter, her powerful, moon-blessed daughter, was teaching a boy with cerebral palsy how to center clay on a pottery wheel. His hands shook, but Sage held them steadily, whispering, "Feel the spiral. It's like drawing down the moon, but with earth instead of sky." The boy's face lit up, not with religious ecstasy, but with the same wonder Morgan had seen in initiates who first felt the cone of power rise. Then Elijah's father, the pastor, came over, not to proselytize, but to ask Morgan if she wanted coffee. You look cold," he said. No mention of her pentacle pendant, no invitation to the service, just coffee. She took it, hands numbed from more than just the weather. her heart melted, and the situation got better. I like that. I do. I like that a lot. These stories can be very healing for all of us if we listen to them. If we listen to the mysteries inside them, you know. If we can move away from some of the silliness of our little traditions and our little faiths and move towards like